Thanks, Caleb. Welcome to Sports Now. I'm Kirsten Peters.
And I'm Eric Beideman.
In a game where both teams were undefeated in the MAC conference, one team was bound to lose and tarnish their spotless record. On Saturday, Colonel football was knocked off their 5-0 pedestal and felt the sting of number 16 Delaware Valley University's 42-0 blowout.
Following the Colonel's 42-40 victory over Albright College the previous week, the momentum was mounting and the pressure was there against Del Val, who has been undefeated in conference play dating all the way back to 2016. According
to junior wide receiver Nick Yannick, the pressure was getting to us. Honestly, we were just in our heads and weren't playing our game. When we don't focus on our type of style, we're not going to be successful.
The Aggies' speed and aggressive nature on the field gave them an edge over the Colonels.
Ariel Reed has coverage of the game for a closer look at this highly anticipated contest.
Hello, y'all. I'm Ariel Reed reporting from Schmidt Stadium, where your Wilkes University Colonels are facing off against number 16 Delaware Valley Aggies. Your Colonels are looking to extend their win streak to 6-0 today.
The conference matchup between Wilkes and Delaware Valley had a lot of hype going into it. The Colonels' defense promised a good matchup with an early 4-and-out. Wilkes had an open opportunity to break free from the pressure put on by the Aggies' defense, but Jose Tabor's pass to a Wilkes wide receiver was just over the mark, which resulted in a punt. When Del Val regained possession, they quickly progressed the ball 56 yards. Delaware Valley's quarterback, Anthony Fatana, threw a 25-yard touchdown pass to Dan Allen, which was their first touchdown of the afternoon. With Wilkes' quick 4-and-out, the Aggies were able to convert on the Colonels' punt for a touchdown. This 64-yard touchdown return was scored by freshman punt returner Tamir Barksdale. This is Barksdale's second punt return touchdown of the season. Even though the Colonels struggled in this matchup, they didn't lose their fire. Down to the last play, a big tackle by Ben Mandel showed that the Colonels aren't ones to be messed with. Let's take another look at that tackle. Mandel physically picked up Delaware Valley's running back and carried him well behind the line of scrimmage. The Colonels returned to action on Saturday when they traveled to Misericordia University for a 1 o'clock MAC contest.
Thanks, Ariel. Wilkes football will face off against Misericordia this Saturday. Just like Delaware Valley, Misericordia is also undefeated in conference play. The Colonels have cited this competition as a must-win game for any chance of a bowl game or playoff contention.
In addition to Wilkes football, men's soccer and men's tennis struggled to attain victories. However, the women were victorious, with women's soccer, field hockey, women's volleyball, and women's golf posting victories.
After falling to Misericordia earlier in the week, women's soccer posted a thrilling 3-2 double overtime victory over Eastern on Senior Day.
Senior forward Jessica Egan scored twice in the contest. Her sister, senior defender Emily Egan, assisted Jessica's second goal in the final minutes of regulation to tie the game and send it into overtime.
Neither team found the back of the net in the first overtime, but the Colonels put away the game in the second overtime. Senior midfielder Delfina Bracci kicked a shot into the upper left corner in the 108th minute of play for the game winner.
As for field hockey, the Colonels endured another thriller. Stevens and Wilkes went scoreless through the first 3 quarters and into the final frame, with Stevens controlling most of the offensive play and outshooting Wilkes 21-3.
However, all it takes is one, and junior defender Zoe Stepanski proved this with less than 10 minutes to go.
Stepanski was fouled on the stick while shooting inside the circle, resulting in a penalty stroke. She beat the Ducks goalie to the left side to win 1-0.
The exciting gameplay continued for the women with women's volleyball as the Colonels swept New Jersey City in straight sets 32-30, 25-17, and 25-16.
Senior opposite hitter Jamie Mikovic broke the Colonels' all-time kills record in the match, surpassing the previous mark set by Marissa Harrison of 1,329 kills. Mikovic currently stands at 1,350 kills.
Closing out women's successes, women's golf topped Hood College 411-455. Freshman Lauren Golden topped all scorers, carding at 85 on the day.
On the men's side, men's soccer has been on a 3-game losing streak, falling to Stevens 4-0, Misericordia 3-1, and Eastern 2-1 in double overtime on Senior Day. Senior captain Kyle Benz scored the lone goal against Eastern in the 79th minute that tied the contest and sent it to overtime.
At the men's tennis MAC individual championship, Stevens took home all 11 titles. This feat was last accomplished by Wilkes in 2017.
The Colonels had one runner-up finish with number 3 doubles pairing of juniors Larry Skartz and Isaac Shenton, winning their semifinal match 8-3. Scarts and Shenton fell 8-0 in the finals to Stevens.
As for the Beacon's Athlete of the Week, on the men's side, it's junior football player Nick Nashawat, and on the women's side, sophomore volleyball player Carly Huffman.
Be sure to grab your copy of the Beacon that comes out every Tuesday to see the Athlete of the Week spreads and the rest of the sports section. Now that's all we have today for Sports Now. I'm Kirsten Peters.
And I'm Eric Beideman. Back to the anchor desk for more.